Hey, how's it going, everyone? Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer, 49ers coaching session where we watch the tape and decide if the Niners are as good or as bad as we think. They've won three in a row, though. They're quite good right now. They just beat the Minnesota Vikings. And we're going to focus on offense today because the defense doesn't really play anymore.
That's correct. The defense hardly out there. I think you mentioned, I've been saying it too. The 49ers' best defense has been their offense these last the last 4 of the last 5 weeks, and it's definitely going to be fun to watch the film and kind of see how this game played out because the 49ers had another really good offensive effort.
All right, let's jump into it. Here we go. Got my 2 laptops ready, which means I mean business. First down. Here we go. First quarter. What are we seeing, Jack?
Yeah, they come right out. They're going to run the ball here on the. It's really a toss zone, like we've seen them do the last couple of weeks, and just a really nice opener for them.
It's the same first play they ran against Detroit week 1, right? This is their play.
Yeah, it is. And what I like about it is they don't show, with Juszczyk's not motioning, so that kind of helps this whole thing out. We've seen them struggle with Juszczyk motioning when they run these toss plays similar to this. And on this one, he shows, but then comes back and cuts off, and he's not motioning pre-snap, which really helps him out, I think.
Real quick, because
he's going to take a couple steps to his left, but then he cuts off the backside, and nice block.
Nice block by Kittle, because they don't really use him. They don't really throw the ball to him anymore, so I want to give him some props.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see a play right here where I think they're trying to get. I think this is a play that should be going to Kittle based on the look they get and what we normally see. It's play action with a Ayuk clearing that out with an over route there by Kittle. I don't know where Garoppolo is going with the ball and why he's trying to force that into a triple covered receiver here. Never even looks at him.
Let's watch his head. Let's try to see where. So he comes. It's a play action half rollout, and I think he feels the pressure. But where's he looking? I mean, let's see. Does he ever look at Kittle? Let's see this. Does he ever look at Kittle?
He turns. He gives a real quick token look at the top. He's looking right there. He looks real quick, and I don't know why he doesn't come. Why he comes off of it? Other than the
only thing I can there, right? He's off of it there, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's going right back to it, and this is why I think part of the reason the ball's high here is because he's got to get the ball over the linebacker there. He's got he sees traffic underneath. He's kind of get that up and over, but it's a bad ball and it shouldn't have been going there in the first place. If he throws that ball to Kittle, it might be a touchdown on the first play of the game if he throws this ball to George Kittle.
Yeah, let's go back and watch. I mean, Kittle is very open.
Yeah, now right here the ball should be out of his hand.
Yeah.
When he's looking at him, that's what I'm saying. He kind of predetermined where he was going with this. He's not looking at the defense.
He definitely predetermined. But this is the second play of the game. This is scripted. They've run this so many times. They ran this in walkthrough. Were they expecting to go to Deebo? I mean, is that how it worked in practice? Was he surprised that Kittle is open? Is Kittle not the first read here?
You would think that based off of we've seen them run what looks like this play so many times, and this ball goes to the route that Kittle's running here. Maybe there's something that they saw in the meetings that this was going to be open, but they don't really get the linebackers to buy it maybe as much as they think they're going to, and he just got to airmail it over him. I mean, and Kittle and Samuel doesn't really give much of an effort either. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's not going to catch it, so he sees it's over his head. And he just says, "Okay, well, that one's going."
Yeah. Also, Kendrick does a much better job of recovering than Harrison Smith does. Well, I guess Smith's in a little bit of a bind here, but he is more attentive to the underneath stuff than this, which should have been a mistake.
Correct. So, was it a bad read? Was that a predetermined read based off of what they had worked on during practices? We don't know that, but based off of what we've seen from them throughout the year, this is a ball that should have been out of his hand right here to Kittle.
Yeah. See, to me, like I have a few criticisms of Jimmy, but this would be one. This is an example of him sort of predetermining a read. He wanted to go to Deebo 100% of the way here. And if he had just seen the field and let the play unfold, I feel like a fairly easy read for a good NFL quarterback, which is what he is, a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah, it should be a very easy read. We're going to go through this. The first series here is not good at all by Garoppolo.
But he is under pressure, and honestly, I'd like to ask him about it, but I'm always the jerk who's like, "Hey, Jimmy, you won again, but I want to ask about your one bad play." So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave him alone because enough is enough. But I'd like to know, like, what'd you see? And the thing about Jimmy this year is he's very open and honest, and he'll answer the question as opposed to his head coach. So anyway, I'm going to leave him alone, though. I'm going to leave him alone.
Yeah, because right there, he should have been, that ball should have been, he's throwing this ball a lot later than it should have been thrown. If he throws the ball to Kittle, he's going to if he gets hit, if he had thrown the ball to Kittle when he should have, and he still gets hit, it's going to be roughing the passer because that ball should be out right now.
Okay, I have more issues with this play. I feel like a lot of my issues with Jimmy are showing up in this play. So he predetermines the read, but then when he throws the ball, like watch his feet.
Yeah,
watch his feet. They die right there. And then watch his throw. It's all arm. And it's a quick release, sure, but it's all arm, and that's going to, it not only does it compromise velocity, but it compromises accuracy, and he misses way high unless he's purposely throwing the ball away.
I don't know if I'd say he's purposely throwing the ball away. I think he's trying to get it up and over the linebackers, and he's not doing it. He's not able to do that very well a lot of times, but yeah, no, I know what you're saying. He has a tendency where he doesn't really drive off of his back foot. It's right. A quick. It's all everything with him is really usually upper body.
Yes, and I think you can only be. I know he has good completion percentage numbers, but that's somewhat of a function of throwing short passes and being in a good offense with good players. I always feel like his ball placement is inconsistent.
Yeah, there's definitely an inconsistency factor with him on that.
Okay,
for sure.
We just spent like 5 minutes on that one play. I'm sorry, Jimmy. You won the game. Let's keep going. Let's give you some love. Let's give you some.
It's good to talk about it because this is a bad series. So this is where you talk about those plays. If it ends up being a touchdown, then maybe you later on you kind of can maybe gloss over it. This is one that's dangerous. This is a tight throw that he makes. He puts it in a good spot. It's a little high, but it's a good spot. I think he gets away a little bit here with one because that safety's right there.
Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Nice catch. I think Garoppolo's going to go back to Jennings. I think he trusts him already.
The ball comes out of his hand quick.
Shanahan's not doing him much favors here with putting him in empty on. Was this third down?
Yes, 3rd and 6. He's empty.
Nice. Great catch. Yeah. Great catch. Great throw.
Good. It's a good placement. Good. It's a really nice catch. He gets the ball to his hand quick. Watch, he's going to throw that right now. He's just barely starting to get into his break, and the ball's coming out. It's a nice. That's the only reason why if he holds that any longer, it's a pick going the other way. Really nice play out of.
And it's the only way he can get a first down on this play, really.
Yeah, when you look at the routes where everybody else is pretty much covered until he throws the ball there.
Yeah. So that's great. It does foreshadow the interception, which is similar. It's similar placement of the ball, but I guess the play's going to unfold differently. Anyway, I want to highlight Jennings too, man. Hell of a catch.
That's a strong catch, getting up there with that across the middle, getting your hands up away from your body like that, knowing that you can just get smacked in the ribs right there.
Like you'd rather have him throw this one to him than Deebo. No offense to Deebo, but that's what Jennings does here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think from Deebo Samuel is the best guy on the team when it comes to with the ball in his hands, but
right.
Some of the catches, not always.
Yeah, does he still lead the league in catches, or they don't throw him the ball anymore? So anyway, I love Deebo, but I'm saying it's important to have guys like this to complement him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And he won't go down. I like that. Cool. He really stepped up in this game, and he makes more plays later. So close for that touchdown. That was nice. Seems like Kendrick Bourne inserting himself in New England is maybe giving Kyle some reasons. Anyway,
getting him a little fired up to try to get other guys going. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to show that I got the right guy over here. Okay, he's passing again, which this whole first, Jimmy, another bad throw from Jimmy, but Kyle, come on, man. And he figured out the rest of the game. The rest of the game was great, but dude.
Yeah, no, this is a wide open throw. This should be an easy catch, but just overthrows it.
He knows it. He knows it. But again, why are you missing high? Let's check out. Let's watch his mechanics. Let's watch what he does. He does. He's the same. It's not like he does new things. It's the same, Jimmy. You know what he's going to do. He's going to stop his feet, and he's going to have very little lower leg involvement. He doesn't really cock his back foot at all. Doesn't really. He gets that quick hip turn, and
He
it's
doesn't
pretty
really
much all
follow.
arm from there. It's all
Yeah, and
arm.
he doesn't really follow through. He's kind of
Yeah.
you can see he's kind of stopping his motion a little high, and that's what you're getting. He's not really driving all the way through with his arm either.
Yeah.
So kind of flicking that out there, and that's what's causing the ball to tail high on him.
It's almost like he's trying to get like an extra quick release. It's like, dude, there's no one around you. Just calmly step into the throw. Take your time. It's a 10-yard. I'm sorry, but like, as a baseball player, I understand. This is like a second baseman missing high. It happens sometimes. Remember Chuck Knobloch started throwing stuff into the seats.
Yeah, he got the yips. He couldn't throw the ball anymore.
Come on, that's a bad look, Jimmy. That's a bad look.
Yeah,
and it was happening to him throughout the first quarter.
Yeah, well, yeah, it happens on this drive, and we're going to see it again come up a little bit later. And then this is just a mistake here by Ayuk. He's supposed to go in motion, and he doesn't know it, and then he jumps off sides because he starts and stops.
Yeah, I
think he forgot the play because they're going to come right back to it, and he's going to go in motion here on the. I think this is the play. It's supposed to be on 1st and 10.
They just call the same play. Whatever. It's a good play anyway. Fine. What happened though? 75 didn't block anyone. 75 had a bad game.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he kind of had a little bit of a. He had a rough. It's going to be fun when we get to some of his. The long run by Deebo. It's a fun one to look at.
Okay.
But this is a bad ball by Garoppolo. He's over aggressive here. He's trying to force this thing into. I think it's going to be Deebo Samuel, correct, from the right.
Yeah, running a dig right into a robber. Oh boy.
Yeah,
that's a good play call. This is the play call. I'm surprised more people don't call on 3rd down, like cover one robber. This is where you want your strong safety. That's where Jimmy wants to go. Put him right there.
Yeah, and he's looking left, and then he comes back he looks left to I guess maybe try to hold the safety, but they're on in that coverage where it's going to do it. Good point. He comes back, and I don't think he ever sees. I just don't think he ever sees the safety there.
Right, because it looks like split safety coverage here. It looks like it's going to be open here. It looks like the middle of the field's going to be open here. But then they rotate. If you don't see it, Jimmy, you're in shotgun. You don't see that.
Yeah, and he's looking to the left side. If he was looking at the safeties right there, he's going to see Smith stepping up, but he's looking at the receiver instead.
Okay.
And if he's seeing this, he needs to come off of everything and go to probably to Kittle on the right side. Since he's brought his head back, because it looks like he's looking left right there, but he's not really looking at the safety. Because if he's looking at the safety, he's going to see Smith stepping up.
I know from the back, it looks like he's staring directly at Smith, but more likely he's looking at Ayuk, I guess.
I think he's looking at Ayuk in that direction.
I hope he's looking at Ayuk. If he's looking at Smith here, I got questions, man. I mean, what do you play for the Vikings, Jimmy? What's going on here? Just kidding.
Yeah.
He's looking at Ayuk. He's looking at Ayuk, right?
Yeah, he is, because you can see as Smith's moving, his head's still over there. He's going to whip it right back around, thinking he's got Deebo. And
I see. So this is like, instead of checking down, he goes to a second read, which he assumes is open.
Yeah.
So Ayuk was read number 1, but he's not getting open. He comes back here and throws flat-footed off his back foot. Quick release. I mean, whew.
Yep.
Really gives the Jimmy Garoppolo haters a lot of fodder in about 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, he starts he starts the first quarter gives you everything you need. I mean, that first possession of the game gives you everything you need.
Yeah, that's a rough start. But remember, I mean, the Niners had pulled the rug out from under him like mere hours before, and although he said he didn't know, how could you not? I'm sure everyone on the team. Word gets around, people don't forget. I'm just saying, you're a human being. How does that not have an effect on you? Hey, I'm playing great, but we just want to remind you, there's no way you're coming back unless you win the Super Bowl. Go get him. Have a great game. Good luck. I don't know. It just seemed awful.
Yeah.
But anyway. Not a great start for whatever reason.
Yeah, and then here's they try to get Deebo Samuel involved in the run game. Really good defense here on the opening play on his first touch. One of the few. They've a loaded box, but they stick with the run, and we've seen them do this now a couple of times where they motion the guy and they run this play. It's very similar to what they did last week in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You can see that they're in man, but it's just loaded over there, overloaded, and they're not able to get anything going.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 2nd and 13 here, and you're going to get a miss to Ayuk. this ball's got to be perfect to be a completion, and it's not. It's pretty tight coverage across the board on them. He's throwing it on time, but the linebacker just does a really good job of staying underneath it. Should have been a completion, though. He could have got that in there to Ayuk a little bit better.
Oh, that's the thing about him, man. It's this thing right here. Boom. That little hesitation is the Jimmy Garoppolo thing that, like, it's what separates him from Mac Jones to me. Mac Jones just he keeps his feet alive. He's more in rhythm. He doesn't hesitate like that. And then what happens after that usually isn't good. When he's in rhythm, Jimmy, he's money. Mm-hmm. He's money.
Yeah.
But there's just this hesitation in his game. Boom. And then after it, I don't trust him. With his accuracy, with his decision making. I'm just saying. Yeah,
and this should have been a completion. It's just off a little bit, but he just misses it.
Yeah.
But he's going to come back here, and they're going to go back to the over route. Like, this is basically the same. It's a very similar concept to what they ran on first down. They get the guy taking the lid off the defense with the guy coming over, guy holding underneath, and he sticks it on Ayuk for a gain of 30 plus.
It's really nice. Watch it again.
I think this ball gets tipped to the line of scrimmage too. But
it's like the ball he didn't throw to Kittle.
Yeah, it's the same play. It's not the same play because it's not a play action, but the route concept is the same on the bottom side of the play here. You've got the clear out, the over, and the flat to hold the underneath defender.
Absolutely. I'm sure they spoke about it on the sideline. Dude, it was open. I'm going to call it again. You got to. I need you to throw this. All right. Yes, sir. Got it, coach. Boom. Nice throw. Perfect.
Yep.
Nice catch. Nice jump catch. Nice Vernon Davis jump catch.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, nice game there. And then from there, it's let's do some pounding, and they get a nice run here from up the middle, little zone, inside zone. Nice run by
Ross Dwelley, of course. Oh, pushing the pile. That was all Ross. That was 80% Ross. 82. Let's see. 82% for the boss. Is he still the boss? He haven't given the ball in a while. That's rough. But let's watch. Boom! Oh my God, what a block. And then Elijah Mitchell keeping those legs moving, setting the tone. That's a tone setter. He always does that. He's good.
Yeah, no, he does a really good job of keeping his feet going, not going down. Nice gain of 6, and they're going to come back here, and this is a really nice run from him on the toss out to the right side.
Yeah, this guy's good. He's really good. He's not as explosive as Mostert, but he runs harder, and he can carry the ball more. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. That was so nice.
Yeah,
super nice.
Very similar to the opening play, right? Just a toss. It's pretty much just zone blocking up front. He gets a nice cutback lane, and he finds it and hits it for 15.
What's going on here? Nice, Elijah Mitchell, hell of a player.
Yeah, he's a really strong runner. That's for darn sure. He just and then they come out here. There's nobody else on the 49ers that can do this that I've seen yet. Just does a really good job. What makes it, there's really good blocking when you watch the guys on the edge. Really good block out of Juszczyk to set it, and then you get a nice block by Kittle, who does a good job actually of holding Kendricks, and then you get 22 up the field with a nice block.
I think that was Zimmer's problem.
You're gonna see. Watch his hand. He's gonna grab his shoulder pad.
Okay, so I think that Viking fans are going to be upset about 85 here. I think that's what Zimmer was talking about.
This is one of them. Yeah, he's got him with his right hand.
Yeah, if Ross Dwelley did that, they'd call it. If it's Kittle, I don't know, man. He might get the Kittle call on that one. Kittle's good.
Yeah, that's fine. And what really sets us up, as good as all the blocking is, there's a little step. That little hesitation right there by Samuel really is what helps get him to the corner, because it just slows the middle linebacker up enough. If you watch him, he's going to have just a little hesitation.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's watch it again. Right here.
It's so subtle.
Oh, there it is. Loved it. Mm-hmm. Loved it. Oh, yeah, and then watch this linebacker, 59. 59, he's tracking him. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, he's so. Oh my God, he's so much faster than me. Wow. I gotta say though, I think Kittle held him, man. I don't mean to be a hater, but it's borderline. I think.
Oh, he held them. They could have thrown.
He held him.
That could have gone either way. That for sure. He's there. There's definitely a hold there.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, calls even out, but I think that was a break. That was a break.
Yeah, that's not even the worst. The worst one. Wait until we're going to get there in the second half. There's one that's even better than that.
Cool.
Not by Kittle.
Looking forward to it. Okay, Mitchell. Arm tackle. Nope. Yeah.
See, this is the play that they ran last week against Jacksonville that Samuel kept hitting. Right, he had the gain of the touchdown run on it to the left side. He had another 20-yard run. It's that same one going to the left side. You get everybody kind of blocking, cut it up and out. This is just the difference between him and Mitchell is that Mitchell doesn't quite have that explosiveness once he gets to the edge. True.
Yeah, he's still really solid though. He's
very solid. He's a very good back. That's just the difference. That's where Samuel, what he brings to the offense is that explosive element when he gets the ball in his hands.
It's like no one else in the offense this year really has it. Like Kittle doesn't have it, Mitchell doesn't have it, even Ayuk. Ayuk's starting to get it, but Deebo is the explosive element in the offense, and he's why he scored 5 touchdowns the last 3 games. I'm sorry, I'm talking through Elijah Mitchell time, but we're gonna see what they can do this week without him. Just a month ago, I felt they couldn't have beaten the Bears without him. So we'll see where they're at now.
When you look at their 4 wins, it's hard to make an argument against that because he's made big plays in all 4 of their wins. He's had explosive, big time plays. Without him, now you're looking at a team that's going to be. Where did they get that from? Because they haven't shown it from anybody else.
It's got to be Kittle. You'd think it's got to be Kittle, but I don't know if that's him anymore. Then it's got to be Ayuk. One of those two.
Kittle has it in him. They just need to throw him the ball.
Good point. It's got to be Kittle.
I think, really.
I like them. They throw the ball to Mitchell here, and it's like he does deserve targets, but could you get him in a situation where he can get some yards after the catch? Like, how about a screen or a slant? Not a stop route on the outside. I'm just saying.
Yeah, or just throw the ball to George Kittle, who's underneath open, underneath in the middle of the field. Again.
Wait a second. Yeah, there's that. Damn, Jimmy, what did George? I thought George was your boy, man. What's up with that?
Maybe George was angry with him for stepping on his leg. Maybe they had some words after the game last week.
Yeah, he's like, all right, well, watch me never throw you the ball again. Wow. Jimmy doesn't play around. Jimmy keeps it all like nice and light in training in the press conference, but behind closed doors, he's like Don Garoppolo. Like,
exactly what I was thinking.
What did you say to me? You wanted the ball this week? I don't think so.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nice, Jimmy. That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah. So it sets up a third and 6, which is manageable. And
real quick, hold on. Loki Smoke says if Trey would start for the Seahawks, would he be the best weapon on the field? I think so. Man, Seahawks look awful. I know how you say that. I feel like Trey Lance actually could play for a bunch of teams right now. And I understand why the Niners – every game that Jimmy Garoppolo wins for the Niners, he makes that trade cheaper. It's one way to look at it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
this is he just gets Brunskilled on this one. Watch 55 on Brunskill here.
Oh my God. Poor Daniel.
Because he has 2 guys here. He's gonna it looks like he might want to take this deep shot to who is that down there at the bottom? I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's hold on.
Is that Sherfield?
Jennings.
Oh, Jennings. Looks like they might want to try to take the shot on the wheel to Jennings, or if not, it's going to be the Hughes check underneath. And the pressure just gets into his face too soon, and he's not able to to do anything.
It's crazy because the shot's open and the check down's open. And honestly, there's pressure in your face, but you don't need to trip on yourself after that, man. That was not the most graceful thing. This again, I think I could see them moving off Jimmy for Mac Jones. I already feel like Mac Jones even though Jimmy's numbers are better, or I don't know if they are, I just feel like Mac Jones is a little nimbler. Is nimbler a word? Nimbler.
It is. More nimble. More nimble.
Jimmy's got the quick twitch in his hand and his upper body, but really doesn't have it in his lower body. He looks like he has the heaviest feet of all. Like he's in combat boots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Mac Jones.
That's interesting about this play. Sorry, real quick, is that they called a shot play for Jennings. Jennings was heavily involved in this game plan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he's because I think that's where he's looking. I think he wants to go that way.
No doubt. But then he gets pressure in his face and he trips on his shoelace, or I don't.
He just loses it.
Unskilled though, dude.
Yeah,
Compton looked good.
Yeah, 55 just drives him back.
Oh,
we haven't seen that a whole lot out of him in the last.
Man, that's an inside linebacker.
Yeah, he does a good job getting up underneath the shoulder pads though, and just rides him back.
Compton's pissed about it. He's like, dude. Oh, he got beat too though. No, Compton's guy got beat too. That was a combo performance by the right side.
Oh yeah, it was. But it starts off if Brunskill doesn't lose as bad as he does, this is a situation where the sack comes from a guy who really doesn't deserve it.
True.
He does a good job, but the play's made by Barr, and then you got the guy coming to clean it up.
Good point. Real quick, Wesley says, I'm thinking Kittle had words with Kyle early in the season, and that explains Kittle's attitude in those early press conferences and lack of targets. I love the Palace intrigue on the team this year. There's so many theories. We'll never really know. But I love your theory, Wesley. That's a really good one, and I think it's definitely holds as much water as any theory. I like it. I'm going with it from now on. Good stuff, Wesley. Sorry, we're back to the show. All right, here we go.
And Minnesota did a really good job here the first couple of times that Samuel got the ball on the ground. They did a really good job against him.
Yeah. You're thinking, they might have the answer. Nope. Let's see how they do it. How they do well here, though. Well, you got Jeff Wilson Jr. in the game, so he's not getting the ball. 7 makes a good. Patrick Peterson, decides he wants to tackle. And Juwan Jennings misses a block.
Yeah, 50 Kendricks is sitting in the hole. That's part of it, and then he's got to bounce it. Does a good job here to pick up 3.
Dude says, Grant, why are you a shock jock? What are you talking about? I'm quality control, man. I have the jack. We're watching film. I don't know what you're talking about.
The shock jock. That's a good one.
No, I don't even know what that means.
You're the Howard Stern of 49ers.
Yeah, I guess so. I am. Okay. All right.
I like the thought process here because they put Deebo Samuel in the backfield and then they bring Ayuk around, and it's a nice. They got a little bit of momentum. They got a little roll. It's 2 receivers running the ball on first and second down. They pick up 4. And this is just the difference though between what Samuel does and what Ayuk can do. Ayuk's a good receiver. He's not that great with the ball in his hands on plays like this.
He's been kind of underwhelming as a punt returner for me too. I lobbied for it, but like he had one in this game where he caught the ball and just stood there and then ran out of bounds for a 2-yard gain. I was like, man, that might have been the worst punt return I've ever seen. Ever. Remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So bad.
He struggled for sure.
So many times with the ball in his hands, special teams, offense, I'm like, man, you need to get the hell upfield. What are you doing? But anyway, that's my little thing. Okay, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Okay, so a far hash throw. Low snap. I mean, he drives a little bit. He gets some weight transfer into it. A little bit.
A little bit, not too much, but it's just not there. If that ball's got to be out more to the sideline, it's behind him.
I don't really. Yeah, you kind of need a hose to nail that one. I just don't think that's you. I don't think probably better off throwing to like Juwan Jennings over the middle or something. I don't know. Maybe not. But it's a tough throw for Jimmy, man. That's a tough one. I think you need more of an arm for that one. I think Trey could hit that.
Yeah, it's funny because they're running this little mesh concept in the middle of the field, which is something we saw a lot of, like with BYU, and see a lot of teams running it. And he gets the ball out of his hand so quick. I mean, I guess it's there. If he holds on to it, it's going to be there too. If he just holds on to this,
it is there. It's just,
it's there. But if he just holds this a little bit longer, he has a huge check coming across, and he also, this route's opening up for him. I mean, he's got Ayuk wide open.
That's the thing. It's 3rd and 2. It's there, but I don't think it's not there for you, Jimmy. That's all I'm saying. Like, you really think you can hit this? Yeah. You usually don't throw this ball because you know what happens when you throw this in training camp. I mean, there's a reason you threw 11 picks in training camp. You were trying stuff out. You usually don't do this in games. So And I'm just saying, like, this was pretty dangerous. Yikes.
Yeah. No, I think it was lucky. It was lucky that all was a bat away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I thought it was going to be a pick going the other way.
And it's like, again, like now it's Kittle, it's 3rd and 2, it's open, but it's predetermined as hell. Like, boom, like, right at him.
Yeah.
Mine made up.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. He had such a bad start. We're in the second quarter. He does turn it up, though.
Yeah, we're in the second quarter. Yeah, he's going to.
He's not a bad quarterback. He'll have bad stretches, but he ultimately has respectable performances, even in his worst outings, usually.
Well, and I think that's kind of the way the way to look at it. He's going to have bad. He's going to have stretches where every quarterback has stretches where in a game where they kind of go through, ups and downs. His worst stretch was the first series. He kind of, ebbed and flowed a little bit, but then he picks up. Second half, he was really good. 16 to 22 after the first series. That's.
I love watching how he's got that little burst through the hole. He's fearless, and he runs through arm tackles. Nice, boom, boom, boom. That's a nice run, man. It's not flashy, but what is it? 7 yards? 9. I love that. I love this guy. He was just chilling in like a timeshare at University of Louisiana Lafayette, like just splitting carries. Comes to the Niners, like, oh, you'll just be the rookie of the year.
Yeah, nice gain here. Picks up the first.
Yeah.
It's gain of 3.
Oh man, that was a nice little hit. He really, I'm sorry, but boom. He delivered a blow on Harrison Smith. God, dude, boom. This guy's 200 pounds. I love this running back. He's my favorite running back.
He has nowhere to go. He just puts his shoulder down right now.
Mm-hmm. Guy hits hard. And it seems like he's surprises defenders with his violence. Love it. Love that stuff. Okay, so you tried to throw one to him.
Yeah, they tried to run this little screen out there. It's not quite there. They've done this now a couple of times. They did this last week. They do it again here today, and it's just not on Sunday. They're just not getting the separation on the edge that they need to get. I think probably what happens here is that Williams does too good of a job blocking the defensive end. That he allows because you see how he's trying to pull 90 past him at the end,
right?
That 90 is going to be the guy that makes the play because he's not getting enough penetration.
Good point. Yeah.
All right, it's happened a couple times now.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, they're going to run the little play action, and it's going to go to 89.
Nice throw.
Yeah, we saw them do this last year in New England. It's just they make it look like they're trying to run the screen out to the right, and now he releases up the field. It's really nice.
Yep.
Nice to see Charlie Murray get involved.
Looks like Jimmy was going there the whole time. Knew it. I knew that was the way the wrinkle they wanted to. That was the first read.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we're going to go right back to Mitchell again for a nice little gain to the left side.
People in the comment section are debating whether or not I'm really quality control. Yeah, of course. Are you kidding? I have a jacket. It says quality control. How would I get this jacket if I wasn't actually quality control?
Exactly.
Come on.
And we know from last week that from after our film breakdown of the Rams game, we know that the 49ers coaching staff watches these and takes our advice because we saw it last week in Jacksonville.
That's true.
After the comment that was made from one of our commenters, they saw it.
Yeah, that was comment of the year. Yeah, that went straight into the game plan. Then I was like, "Oh, the guy's right."
It did. Like, oh, we should try that.
Yeah. Oh, why didn't I think of that? All right, so here we go. Oh, Deebo's coming around. Hand off the middle.
Look at that. There's no one on the backside, and it's just a nice open hole.
Devastating. Oh yeah, you have Dalvin Cook. Cool. We have our 6th round draft pick. He's better. Nice. You've never heard of him. He went to University of Louisiana Lafayette. Bobby Turner just happened to be watching a lot of tape, spotted him. I don't know. Had a feeling.
Yeah, he's a really good inside. He's a really good between the tackles runner. Even with the tosses that he runs, they're not really outside sweeps. There's kind of a little bit more inside, and they're really good.
Hold on, let me block this guy because he's annoying me. All right, he didn't believe I was quality control, so I blocked him. That's what happens if you don't believe it.
Yeah, you should.
You have to believe like Santa Claus, otherwise it doesn't come true.
That's a good read by Garoppolo here. This ball's coming out to. He's going to throw this to. He's just a little late with it. This is what happens when you're late. Allows the DB to drive on it.
But it's a tough one because he uncovers so suddenly. Boom!
Right.
Like you kind of would have to be like in your motion now.
Mm-hmm.
And he waits an extra beat.
Right. Yeah. It takes him an extra step before he gets that ball out. The ball's got to be out right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Because now when you finally get the ball out, he's recovering.
Yeah, he takes 2 steps after he's got to hit his right foot before he can throw the ball, right? Because he's got to.
Right.
He can't throw off of his left foot, so he's got to hit his right foot. So watch it right. You can see it right. He opened right there.
He could throw it now.
Yep.
He instead takes an extra step. Good call.
Yep.
Good call. Good call. Just a little hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little hesitation.
And that allows the DB to drive on. I think that's Smith drive on it. And
one of the things you hear that the Niners talk about with Jimmy is decisiveness. I think it's like a positive term for hesitation, like the opposite term, the opposite of the coin, whatever side of the coin.
Yeah, I think. Well, the decisiveness, I think, is when they're talking about his decisiveness. I think they're talking about him getting the ball out of his hand quick. Kind of the opposite of what we're seeing here. But
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Instead of saying he hesitates, you say like we'd like him to be more decisive. You say it in a positive way.
Exactly.
Yeah? Right.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you got Deebo in the backfield. A little play action. Throw to the running back. Clever. Although you probably just give it to Deebo.
Yeah, would have been better.
Yeah. Honestly, every play you don't give it to Deebo, like the defense must be like, woo! Oh, great. I mean, no offense to anyone else in this team, but it's Deebo.
Okay. Yeah, Jeff Wilson Jr. is kind of struggling with the ball.
Yeah, he's not the same since he got come back at all. I actually think Sermon looked a little bit better, but he's going to be out a while.
Yeah,
this was wild. This was Kyle Shanahan being like, I'm mad at Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm still mad that he threw that interception. So it's 3rd and 8, and we're going to have Jennings throw a pass. Like, come on, man. There you go.
They get lucky here on this one.
Yeah. Kyle holds a grudge. Like, I love that. Because they throw it backward.
I was going to throw it.
Quarterback in college. Throws it back across the field. How come this is terrible, though? Now, he did get help. Like, is he going to check down here? Like, the check down is over.
It's a
check down, yeah.
I think they're trying to run a screen back to the left side.
Right. It's like if Kittle isn't open, like throw a screen back to the left side.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's looking. So. No, that's what you're right. He's looking to go to. He's trying to throw that ball to Kittle first because he looks there and he sees Kittle fall on the ground.
I guess he just didn't have the arm to get it across the field. I don't know. He opened up. He flew open with his hips a little early, and then.
We've now seen them try this back across the field throw 2 times, and both times it's been not good. One was well over the guy's head. This one's on the ground.
They need Pettis for that one.
Yeah, they do.
Jeez.
I think is he available or is he on the active roster with New York? I don't know.
He's probably hurt. I don't know. I'll have to call. I'll DM him see what he says. Yeah. Oh. Hey, it got there. He really threw that one. I don't know, Kyle. I think you're gonna need someone with a better arm. So what he's found is Deebo is the ultimate running back, wide receiver hybrid. Now he has to find the ultimate wide receiver quarterback hybrid. That's the next one. You can do it, Kyle.
I think what he needs to do is needs to go to Juszczyk because Juszczyk I think was a quarterback in high school.
That's right.
Or something like that. So
you got that way. Like Jimmy can line up under the guard, someone else can line up under the center and trick him that way.
Yeah,
maybe that's what the Vikings were going to do. I'm sorry, probably not. I think that was just Kirk Cousins being really, really rattled.
This is a really nice
teammates in the eye after that one. I don't know what to say. What happened here?
This is a really nice run. Yeah.
I don't know. Nice job, Alex Mack. He blocked the guy on the ground. So he falls down, but he's not done. No, we got him. It's great. And Elijah Mitchell's great.
That's a really good run by Mitchell. He picks up 6 yards after getting hit in the backfield.
Right. He gets hit here you're thinking up -2.
Yep.
Nope, and 4.
Yeah, he's going to fall forward almost to the 35. Really nice job of finishing it.
Yeah. The Bobby Turner running back is never flashy, right? But
Right.
just very, I don't know, what do you say, blue collar, relentless, down, all that stuff.
Just a downhill runner that just keeps moving.
Usually fast. He looks like a finesse guy, but he's not, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the Bobby Turner. He's kind of small, kind of fast, but he has the mentality of a guy who's 240.
Yep.
Yep.
Run like John Riggins, but don't really. You've got some other moves with you.
Yeah, you have the mentality of a John Riggins in the body of Raheem Mostert.
Yes.
Yep. I like that. Another one. Just run through an arm tackle, get 4 yards.
Yeah. And then how many times do you see a team on 3rd and 2 run a quarterback sneak? I mean, this is elite level quarterback play right here. The fact that you can call on your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's really taken this to a whole different level. It used to be Brady, but now this is the Jimmy Garoppolo. He's by far the best in the league. Handoffs and QB sneaks. The little things with Jimmy. That's what I like. The details, man. That's a weapon. 3rd and 2. They didn't even. I mean, it was wide open, right?
Yeah, they're not that's the last thing that they're really expecting Minnesota, and then just
go for it, baby. Boom, loved it. Sell out for the team.
just wedge that baby in there.
I love that. Jimmy has really gotten the most out of his skill set. I respect anyone who can do that in life. He really does. He just needs to stop hesitating and stop staring down receivers. And throw it deep. Come on, man. Now he's done it 3 times, but that's the one thing with Jimmy. Like, don't be afraid. You used to throw it deep. You used to cut it loose. And now, like, I feel like he knows that he's like basically, he knows his head coach wants to replace him. And, he knows he's got a short leash and he's playing like it. Like, I guess what more would you expect? What would you expect, right? It's kind of human nature at this point.
Well, let's see how he plays the rest of this game, because it's going to get good here in a second. That was that was the same play they just ran. They ran it the other way, and you get a really nice block. Get called back on 75, and this is just a bad throw by Garoppolo here.
Yeah, this is the one that I keep coming back to my mind. Like, dude, this is Jimmy again. The little hesitation, like, okay, yeah. So when he's out of rhythm, he kind of does the same thing. So he wants to go here, but now there's that little hesitation, and he's not even under pressure, but he's just uncomfortable. It's fading away, all upper body. Yeah, that's the stuff that bugs me about him.
No, yeah, it's a bad one. I was saying the same thing when it happened. You got to hit that. And that's and this is where it's frustrating with Garoppolo. I don't know if I'd even say it's frustrating, but because you got to kind of have to let it play out, right? So it's a bad throw there. They come back here, and it's going to be the same throw to 25 again. It's exactly the same route. Everything about it's the same,
right? And I'm not saying like his footwork leads to errant passes every time. It's just inconsistency. He can hit it. He definitely can use his arm and hit throws that are difficult to hit, but it's just harder. It's not exactly repeatable. You know what I'm saying?
He's not doing it on a regular basis.
There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not really a repeatable motion most of the time.
Yeah, that's part of why he's a little scattershot.
Like a shortstop. It's a middle. He's got that middle infielder motion, a flip throw, a snap throw. He's just not Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, he does. And then so you have the first down bad throw. You get the second one, sets you up in 3rd and 11, and he makes this throw, which is just a dart.
Yep.
So it's a perfect ball. Hits him right in the face and sets you up.
See, this is Jimmy. Like, Jimmy will throw the 20-yard pass between the hashes, and he's as good as anyone. He does it with timing and anticipation, and this has actually pretty good ball placement.
Oh, it's perfect. It hits. Watch the linebacker. 55 is almost going to get it with his hand. He just barely misses it. I don't know if we're going to see it here. Yeah.
Yep.
It hits. You can't see it, but it hits Ayuk right in the face. Nice play.
Oh, are we here? I'll get us out of the way. There you go.
Yeah. So he just drives it right on him. This is one of his best throws of the day.
Oh yeah! One more time for the Jimmy haters. In your face. That's a great throw, though. No, Jimmy can do this like 2-3 times a game.
Yeah, he does. He makes those plays. That's the thing with Garoppolo. That's why when you start to get frustrated with him, you kind of have to just take a minute and take a breath and wait and see what happens, because there's a time usually where with him, he's going to make some mistakes, but you got to wait and see if it's going to ultimately blow up on you, right? So like that first series, he struggled all the way, and that's an interception. You can talk about all those plays, and it's just all of them are bad. Here you have a bad play on first down, but he makes up for it on second down. He makes up for it on third down. They do a good job of.
He's not bad. It's just he's inconsistent, and to me, like, to win with him, you gotta have your running game like rolling. You gotta have your running backs have to be hella good. Because I mean, I don't really think much of their defense. They're winning with, having the ball for 38 minutes a game.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And then this is one of his better throws of the year, as far as just a quick throw. This sprint option, but sticks it on him. And that's a really nice job by 15 with Jennings, once he gets it, to transfer the ball over to his left hand and get inside the pylon. Here's
why I like this call for Jimmy, and why he has to move his feet. Mm-hmm. He has to be an athlete. He can't just freeze. I love this. They should do more of these little quick rollouts for Jimmy, just to get him in rhythm. I know it's just for to get the touchdown on the first down, but get his feet moving, man. That's a really nice throw. He looked like really athletic there. It looked very natural. Very natural.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good. Real nice throw.
They need to move him around a little bit more.
We saw him more. Yeah. Yes. Maybe he doesn't want to, but I mean, you don't have to be under center. You don't have to do play action. Just move your feet. That's good. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. That's good. All right. 1st and 10. That was a touchdown, right?
It was. Yeah. So now they're tied at half, and they come out at halftime 14-14. They're going to go right down the field. You get a nice little throw here from Garoppolo he's going to check it down here.
Yep. That's nice. Yeah.
A nice little run after the catch. He just keeps dragging him.
Yeah. Like, I see why he trusts his arm, because he can make, he doesn't have a super strong arm, but it's pretty strong, and he can make all the off-platform throws. With he doesn't need a lot of lower leg to make throws. That's really nice. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's just bad habits. But that's really nice. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back and run the toss out to the left here with Mitchell.
I don't understand why teams haven't realized that the Niners throw the ball 95% of the time when Jimmy's lined up under center.
What? Well, because it's funny that you say that, because remember a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, all the talk leading up to the Jacksonville game was about how everything was out of the gun, right?
They just put that on film to get people to switch, to throw people off, but they did it because it was against Jacksonville. They're not going to do that against. Let's see. Jacksonville. You can do stuff like that against him. Okay, toss.
Nice cut.
That's a
really nice cut.
Yeah. Just another 4.
And then this is a touchdown, and this is just there's a lot to see on this play in the beginning, and really good. First, you get the nice seal block by 11, and then I like the lead blockers, and they both those guys are Wilson and Compton do a great job of getting out there. They make their blocks basically at the same time. Brunskill all the way downfield kind of gets in the way a little bit. And then from this angle, watch 75. If I'm not sure what the 49ers are going to do at linebacker, but if they need one, maybe Laken Tomlinson can play linebacker for him, because this is a great tackle.
Oh, nice. That was not suitable for work. NSFW, man. Gotta love Daniel Brunskill running down the field. Hold on, let's watch Daniel Brunskill. Look at him go. Here he goes. Oh, there he goes. Look at those knees. Look at that knee lift. Dude can run. Gotta love that. I bet he ran track. Hurdles.
Yeah, the hurdles. Uh-huh.
Nice. Well, this isn't fair that the Niners can do that. That's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Hand off to Mitchell.
There's another. That's 2 plays in a row that Laken Tomlinson tackles a linebacker.
Let's check it out again.
He gets called for a holding on this one.
Okay.
But this is pretty much the same thing that he did the play before as far as the tackle.
Oh, yeah. He just gets him with that outside hand, but it's the same thing. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, backs him up.
Yeah, and then they get right back to where they would have been here on this throw to. They finally get the ball into 85's hands.
Yeah. Jeez. It's just weird how they've kind of phased him out of the passing game, although they don't really pass much anymore anyway, so I get it. They don't pass the Deebo very much anymore. It's crazy, man.
No, he's only had 2 catches, I think, in the last 2 last 2
that's
weeks.
True. That's true. Little screen, nicely executed.
Gets them right back where they were, so that the hold doesn't hurt them. That's where they would have had the ball if the holding penalty hadn't gotten called. So they're right back in the same spot.
Yeah.
And then just give the ball to 19 and let him do his thing.
Yeah. I love how coaches can be so smart and clever, but then like sometimes you just get a player like Deebo and it's like, hey, we're just gonna give the ball to Deebo. Is that cool with you? Let's just give the ball to Deebo. That's the play we're gonna do. It worked. Is nothing I mean, it's a cool play. It's a play, but it wouldn't necessarily work with anyone else.
Yeah, right.
It's the give the ball to Deebo play. I gotta love Kittle at the end too. Watch Kittle at the 10-yard line. So it's like, yes, it's so easy with Deebo. It just makes everyone look like they're doing a great job. Everyone had the greatest.
100%. It does. Yeah. I wrote that today. It's going to be interesting to see what happens and what our thoughts are of Brunskill and Compton without Deebo Samuel being able to, because he just takes so much pressure off of everybody on the offense with his ability to make plays like this. Because this play isn't really blocked up all that great.
I have a challenge for Deebo Samuel. Sure, you're the best player in the league, and you can play 2 different positions at an elite level. I'd like to see you work on your throwing skills and see if you can play a little quarterback next year. Why not? Don't limit yourself. What if you could just take the middleman out of the equation and you be in the shotgun?
just run play true 11-man football with your running back.
Yeah,
playing quarterback. There you go.
Yeah, come on, be a triple threat. Anyway, this is because really, like Kittle kind of doesn't get the best block there, but doesn't matter. Deebo just runs by. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, it's not really great blocking out there by anybody. It's just that once Samuel gets to the corner, that's the thing with Samuel. It's he doesn't get squared up, and guys aren't going to tackle him unless they square him up on the edge.
Right. And you're gonna need to be pretty freaking fast to square him up on the edge. 54. Nope. 23. Nope. Good try though. Easy touchdown.
Yeah, nice. I mean, look at he doesn't get hit till he's across the goal line.
Yeah. Ross Dwell does a great job in the backside of the play. Also, he's fired up coming in.
He made the play. It's all. If he didn't make his block, it doesn't work as well.
82 on 93 on the backside. That was nice. It's important. It's the details. Good job, Elijah. Good job, Ross. Good job, 49ers. That's nice. Taking control.
Drive it in there.
That would be enough, really. 28 points in retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They got 28 here, and now they're gonna first play of ensuing drive, and you're gonna get a nice pass here to.
See, that's where he went the first time. Remember, it was a play action half roll, and he wanted to go. Am I tripping? Kind of, because he had maybe he was to the right. He threw the right instead of the left.
It was a little bit different play, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, spatial awareness, not my forte.
It's
a nice throw across the field.
Yeah, and he's wide open. They, just their little dagger takes the safety right out of the way, or the linebacker, excuse me, and just come right underneath him.
How open that is. As a straight up decoy on this route. That's generous of Deebo to do that extra running for Ayuk. What a team! What a team! Tell me I'm not getting the run. I'm not getting the ball. I have to run 40 yards. No, I'm not doing that. Send Trent Sherfield downfield. Let him go. Nice throw. No, George, you don't get the ball anymore. Ayuk's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have a big game.
He is, and he's played really well here over the last.
Yes, he has.
The last month. So big throw on first down, and then they just decide that they're going to run this thing.
Yeah.
Gain of 4.
One of the rare times you see Elijah Mitchell stop his feet behind the line of scrimmage. Just kind of gets tripped a little bit. Picks the wrong one.
Yeah. Well, this next one, this is again watch the edge. They're going to run a counter here, and you get a really nice block by Ayuk to set the edge.
He's been blocking well.
Yeah.
Nice.
At that point, you know that you just you can see it's a big game because you've got a free run until you can get up to Kittle, just the way that they blocked this up.
Oh yeah.
Nice, and it's
Kittle leading. Kittle on Patrick Peterson. Good luck, Patrick.
I mean, that's
leave me alone. Stop.
Yeah, and this is the different. You know, this is the difference between. You know, I get that Mitchell's a really good player, but if this is Deebo Samuel, it's a touchdown because he doesn't get run down by the linebacker at the edge.
Good point. That's a good point.
That's you know, he's able to get to there. He's probably going to turn that up, and then he's going to be able to cut that up inside.
Yep, it's true. The offense against Seattle is going to be methodical.
It's going to have to be. It's going to be, you know, unless they're getting passes, big gains in the passing game.
Yeah, unless Kittle or Ayuk wants to step up.
Yep.
Whew. Who got beat there?
Looks like Alex Mack.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
He just gets up inside of him.
Yep. We got people debating Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo in the comment section. Gotta love that. It's always fun. I like to pretend like, what would a YouTube comment section have looked like in 1990? You know, Steve Young sucks. Joe Montana's old. Enough, Joe.
Yeah, could you imagine if
Steve ever done?
Well, the good part about it, I just wish that Twitter had been around when Joe Montana. It would have been amazing to see how bad he was in like 86 or 87.
Right.
Imagine Twitter after they lost to the Vikings in 87.
Yeah. All the backtracking people would have had to done the next few years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, this is where they're going to try to take a shot here to Ayuk. This is when Shanahan's running down the sidelines trying to say they're going to get a
yeah. Good coverage, though.
Yeah, has really good coverage across the board, and Samuel's got to go out and knock the ball away. But
is that Cameron Dantzler?
I think so.
No, I don't know who it is. Breland Dantzler? Yeah, it
might be Bashad Breland.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
one of the rare downfield outside the numbers shots they take, and it's really not a bad throw. It's just maybe you'd rather throw that one to Ayuk. I don't know.
I think Ayuk's covered too, but I just wasn't there, and they're trying to take a shot.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're trying to take a shot because that's why Shanahan is telling the referee that to watch for pass interference. So they knew that what they were going to try to do there.
Nice catch, Deebo. Nice throw, Jimmy. Got that good quick release for the RPO.
That's a nice. That's his only catch of the game, right? I think so.
He's a running back. They're going to use this against him. So you think Parag hasn't noticed what's going on? This is how Parag wins. Nice quick throw. That's the Jimmy special right there. Really, no one else in the league can do it like that. Even Mac Jones doesn't have that quick little snap. He's got the second baseman snap throw where like he can just chill and wait as long as he wants on that grounder, and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
Not a lot on it, but it's out of his hands so fast, and he's only throwing it about 10 yards. It doesn't have to be that. He's really good at the short stuff. I like it. Okay, here we go. Elijah Mitchell. It's just Deebo's a good pair for Jimmy because Jimmy isn't explosive on his own. He's a good distributor, but he needs some explosive element in his offense, and that's Deebo. I mean, Deebo could be more perfect for him.
Yeah, no, it does. The way that they're constructed when Deebo Samuel's there and Elijah Mitchell is healthy, really they complement each other really nice because that's part of why you get the 208 yards in this game. You've got Mitchell who's able to just grind out those tough yards, and then you have the Raheem Mostert guy in that's one of the things. Do you think back to that 2019 team, how much speed they had in the backfield behind, and compare that to what they have now? They don't have that kind of speed back there.
No.
See, this is the difference between when you get 11 on the edge versus 19. He's just not quite the same playmaker in this situation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like 19. What does 19 do? Does he cut inside here?
I think he just gets to the edge a little quicker.
Yeah. Gets to the edge a little quicker. Yeah, he just kind of hesitates. He did it on his punt returns too.
Mm-hmm.
Ike's been kind of disappointing after the catch this year, but he's been better before the catch the last few games.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And then they had a holding penalty on that one, so dropped him back to 2nd and 17. This is that play. They've run it now this is the third time they've run it in this half.
So tell me if you think Ayuk's open. He's at the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry. Let me move this. Boom. Tell me if you think Ayuk's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he throws it to him quick, but
it's not an easy throw, right? It's a brief window there, but there's a window.
Right now, and he's open.
Right.
He could have got it to him.
This guy's coming over, and it's not going to be there forever, but
no. But if he throws that ball on time, it's there.
If he throws it on time, okay.
Yeah.
But
right now,
let's get it from the end zone. Where is he looking? I don't think he ever sees it. He looks. Maybe that's not in his progression.
I don't think he ever gets there. He kind of he's looking. He looks left quick. Now he's looking to try to get the ball to Kittle. Kittle's covered. And since Kittle's covered, he knows he's got the guy underneath. Kittle's opening up the field for him. Boom. Yeah. So he might not be in
that thing that I guess is my pet peeve. It's just the Jimmy Garoppolo hesitation move. The hezzy. He's got the hezzy. The crossover to the hezzy. Like the Jimmy hezzy, man. Come on, man. I can't. Every time he does it, it's like needles on the chalkboard. It's like it breaks up the rhythm of his whole play.
The one thing I will say, if you rewind this, I think that maybe the progression should have gone through 11 though, because Ayuk definitely looks like he feels like he should have got the ball.
Yeah, he looked a little disappointed, right?
Yeah. As soon as he sees the ball go, as soon as he sees the ball go underneath, you could see he kind of. But then
what's going on, man? Yeah. Well, you don't play with Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry, he's good, but he's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rough because he won. It was a nice little route, but okay. So winning the game. Don't be like Justin Jefferson, Brandon. They will put you in the doghouse so long. Maybe that's why he was in the doghouse. This again, I feel like Mac Jones doesn't get sacked here. Not that we're comparing him to Mac Jones for any reason, but
no. But you just Compton gets beat here. He's got to step up. You got to,
come on. I know, but like Compton did get beat, huh?
Yeah, he does. But
Compton.
It looks like he trips over 71.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I think
he looks like he wears size 15 feet. He just
got Ron McDonald feet.
And he's just hard to move him around. I don't know what it is. He just looks like he has big, heavy feet. Oh, well.
No, that's one of the things I always laughed about when people talked about how bad Mac Jones was how he was a statue. But
he does move his feet quite well. He's not fast, but he does move his feet well. I know what you mean. He steps up.
Mac Jones is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. He just is. He is.
He is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I can see it. And he's cheaper. He's a tenth of the price. I mean, the Patriots knew exactly what they were doing. They did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
And then here's the injury.
Grant, I thought, why are you streaming at 144p? You're better than that. Am I really?
I don't know.
I don't think I am. It's at 720p. See that? 720p. That's the best we can get. 720p on the can't get 1080p coach's film. It's still kind of old school like that. Sorry. Oop.
Yeah, it's just, this is the same play they ran for the two previous touchdowns. It's probably going to be a touchdown again. And yeah.
Oh my God. So this is interesting. Watching it, he didn't. Watch. This is when he gets injured. Watch. He just. There was nothing explosive about the play. There's no herky jerky movement.
No, it's almost like as soon as he started to go, he felt something, and
it's crazy, man. Like it's not like he slammed on the brakes or did anything unnatural. He just jogs to the left and goes down. So strange. Now, it's just. I mean, funny things happen. But how do you avoid this? I mean, like, what is the coaching point here? And next time, don't do this, and you won't get hurt.
I don't know. There is. That's the frustrating. And that's what's frustrating about Deebo Samuel. And he's a really good football player. He's great in a lot of things that he does, but he's just you never know what he's going to get hurt at some point. And and it's constantly these same injuries, these strains.
Right. That's why I feel like the Niners are going to pay Bosa and not him. If it has to come down to one of them, Bosa's had one major injury, but he doesn't have nagging stuff. Deebo can't stay healthy. All right, moving on. This is Juwan
Yeah.
Jennings, balling. Couldn't get the second foot in, but he's going to get more and more targets every week, I think.
Yeah, we're
nice
gonna see him
route. I've never seen a route like that on the Niners. What is that? What is this? Look at this. That's like a like a triple move. I love that.
It's a pretty good ball. That ball needs to be a little bit more up the field and inside, and it's a touchdown. It's not an awful throw, but it's not where it needs to be.
The pump fake, was it necessary?
The throw kind of just takes him out. I mean,
I guess the pump fake, I guess that's part of the design of the play.
It is really, because of the
it
curl.
Doesn't need to be so far outside, right? Like
the ball just needs to be a little bit more up the as
right. Like as long as it's here, like on the end. Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a touchdown, but he kind of throws him out of bounds. Interesting.
He does that. I mean, he did the same thing to Ayuk in New England last year on a similar type of play.
He's just not as. I mean, he doesn't throw very many passes outside the numbers more than 10 yards downfield. He doesn't have a lot of practice doing it. It's not something he's particularly comfortable doing. Like, it's just not his hot. It's like,
Yeah, it's not his hot spot.
In baseball, they show like the hot spot in the batter's box,
yeah.
like the strikes, and it's just not his hot spot. He's really super hot over the middle. Could he have gone over the middle? Kittle. It's just not where the play's supposed to go. You got to go to Jennings. And he's open. You got to hit that.
Yeah.
But
he throws the ball where he throws the ball. The guy's open. He just needs to hit it. That's the spot of his deep field throws. The right zone, and he's the
that's
only
true.
one. Is the only one that he's good in. But I think that's only because I think he probably is helped out by the touchdown he threw to Samuel in Detroit.
True. Good point. But you really don't see him go deep into the left ever.
No, not much.
Okay. Throws underneath. Oh, I love this. Oh!
I'm surprised he didn't get there. I mean, I could have easily seen Kyle Juszczyk jump from the 3.
No doubt.
From the 5, bound over 3 guys, and still get into the end zone.
Let's watch the thought. I got this. I'm going to jump over 5 guys. Man, that's hilarious. Like, I love 22. Just like, what are you doing, dude? No, just go down. They didn't even hit him that hard. They're like, dude, just. All right. Okay. So what's the situation?
This is going to be basically their last drive of the game.
This is it.
They just had the goal line stand, and
at the 3.
Yeah, at the 3.
The drive.
Yeah, this was their second long drive of the game. They had the one right at the end of the first half, and now they have this drive here. They get a nice little gain there to start this off. They get it 5 yards up the middle.
Yeah. Deebo's out of the game at this point. So I guess this is a little preview of what the offense could look like without him. How about that?
Yeah, that's
one way to look at it.
Definitely.
2nd and 5. It's going to be methodical, but that's kind of that's helps the Niners defense. I mean, they can definitely beat the Seahawks without Deebo. It's just going to look kind of like this. Elijah Mitchell better run 47 times.
Yeah, they need. Well, then you're gonna. This is a really nice. You almost got a penalty right there
on Ayuk, yeah, or Dantzler, either one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna run this toss. There's just nowhere for him to go. Does a good job of getting one.
Yeah, Kittle kind of gets beat here.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit with some of that stuff.
Yeah, just noticed it. 85. It's a big man, but yeah. Whew. He always walks away when it's. He's like, I don't want to be too close. I don't want to be caught in 4K to the crime scene. Okay.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, and you get a nice ball. This is a really nice catch by Sherfield. You don't really see it as much on the All-22, but on the TV copy you could really see it because the DB gets his hand up in there. It's a really nicely contested throw or a catch.
Yeah, it seemed like he wants to go to Jennings here, but they have this. They're trying to They're not going to let him throw the slant or the dig over the middle. Of course, they call cover one. Nice, good, right call. So you go to the outside, and you kind of you're not thinking Sherfield's going to win, but he does.
This is a very similar kind of thing because if you look at they've got Harrison Smith coming down as the robber on this one, and for him to go from where he started, which was the left side, to skip that ball in the middle and then go all the way out to the right, it shows a progression in his game from series 1 to here.
Yeah, that was super clutch. That was a really big play. Super
clutch. It's a really nice play by 81.
Yeah. Mr. Sam says my mom makes that throw. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
His mom's got a good arm, huh?
So mean. I love that about people. They're just relentlessly mean all the time. I love that. Just because.
His mom's got a good arm.
Hey, I don't even know your mom, but I guess she can throw. All right. Here we go. Little toss. Nothing doing. I guess the Vikings finally figured out that they're not passing from under center. Maybe they will here, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh! Just when you thought. Oh, man. The throw of the day. Just when you thought you tendency to the 49ers, boom, he hits you with the 20-yard throw over the middle that you're not expecting.
Yeah, that's a really good ball. It's good ball placement.
Yeah. So let's watch his feet. Perfect rhythm. Great throw. Doesn't hesitate. Lets it rip. That's good, Jimmy. I love it. He should do that all the time. I'm in favor of Jimmy doing that all the time. I love it.
Yeah, that's a nice ball down the seam. We don't really see them run that seam all that much where they throw that. That's a really nice one.
They should come back to it because it works. It was lovely. I've never seen them do that. That was phenomenal.
And then they just take the arrow of the ball here and run the rest of the way.
All right. Then I'm going to go straight to the end zone because I like watching run plays in the end zone.
Yep. 6 yards here to the left. Oh, nice cut.
Yep.
Look at that. One cut and just keep going.
It's pretty much exactly what they've been coaching these running backs to do since 1995. I'm talking Bobby Turner, right? One cut, get downhill, don't be flashy, get the 6 yards. It's really, man, this kid really picked it up. Boom. Again. Oh, not flashy. Doesn't make a bunch of jump cuts. It's just, what was that? How much was that?
6.
6.
Or 6.
6.
He's a 6th rounder. When was Terrell Davis drafted? Wasn't he a 6th rounder?
I think they were drafted within a certain few picks of each other. Now, Terrell Davis was a little bit bigger, but they're quite similar. Terrell Davis caught more passes, too. I'd like to see them throw to Mitchell more. Why not?
Yeah, you should.
Not? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Really quite nice. Man,
that's a really nice cut.
Demoralizing. He's demoralizing.
Yeah, 1st and 10, gain 9 like that. Yep.
Not a boomer bust running back. We're like, well, yeah, he'll get some big runs, but he'll have a bunch of crap ones. Nope. The worst thing you'll get from him is like a 3-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
Occasional 2-yard run.
If you just give him, well, you just got to give him a little space. You got to give him a little something to run into, and he's going to usually be able to push
for about 4.
For 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only time he doesn't usually do that is when it's just not blocked up, like those couple plays at the goal line on those tosses where there was nowhere to go, and he's running up people's backs.
Right. And you see the difference with Jeff Wilson Jr., who just is not the same running back as Mitchell at this point.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. The 49ers are going to their running back situation without Deebo Samuel. I know he's a receiver, but what do you have now? You basically you're left with Mitchell and
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Wilson gives you more of a it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. One of the things that we've seen over the last 3 weeks is Kyle Shanahan's just done a really good job of dictating to the defense with his packages, right? Because he has guys like Samuel and Jeff Wilson Jr. and Kyle Juszczyk. He's able to get out there and really scheme things up and dictate to the defense what he's going to do because they're putting whatever they're trying to match personnel generally, and he's able to beat them because he can do. If you're going to line up like this in this group, then I can do this, and so on and so forth. Now, how is he going to do that this week
against
man
Seattle? Coverage, and I can just put Deebo Samuel at running back, and now you have your cornerback. Your cornerback doesn't know where to go.
Right.
So what are you going to do? Now you got to play zone coverage. Okay, well then now I can call these beaters and know that he's going to be open and he's going to right that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so it's going to be how is he going to be able to get creative this week because he doesn't have that anymore. I don't. It's going to be. Do you play Wilson Jr. and Mitchell together on the field? Do you go with 3 running backs and kind of do that same kind of thing? And instead of, you're now giving the ball a lot more to Mitchell on plays that you would want to be running with Deebo Samuel. Like how are you going to change it up? Because I think this offense is going to look a lot different on Sunday against Seattle.
Yeah, maybe you give Ayuk some of those runs. I don't know what they do, but they're going to need some type of a change up, a screwball, because I feel like this, even though the Seahawks suck, and I have no problem saying the Seahawks freaking suck, they also kind of have the Niners number the way that the Niners have the Rams number. And they've really played the Niners offense well in particular recently. So something new, a change up would really help the Niners win this game.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Well, I think this week you're going to want to keep pounding the ball. It's play action. I think for me, what I would like to see is George Kittle become a bigger part of the plan this week than what we've seen. Kind of even this, just using it in the screen game, for example, just make it easy throws, get him out in space against these linebackers from Seattle, similar to what we saw last night from Washington. I think that would help them out. And you get the ball into Kittle's hands, he can make things happen. You just got to get him out in space.
Yeah. Paying him enough. I mean, that should be the expectation. It's time. They're trying to save him maybe for the stretch run. It's the stretch run. Debo's hurt. It's time. This should be the game plan.
Exactly. This is where you've got to do it. That, again, talking about, the creativity. Maybe you put him in the backfield like we saw on the screen pass. Maybe you use him in different roles and move guys around. It's going to be the kind of the chess match with how Shanahan maneuvers his pieces this week is going to be fun to check out, because hopefully this doesn't become a stagnant offense like they were the first half of the season.
Absolutely. That was illuminating. Thank you, Jack. Jack's going to be going live pretty soon. Niner Chatter?
Yeah, we'll be taking some calls, talking about some of the questions I got on Twitter, whatever happens. And I had a couple of weeks ago when the 49ers were at 4-5, I think it was, I had told East Bay Chris and somebody else that if the 49ers came back and got to 6-5, that I'd do a little something special for them after the game. And I wasn't. So we'll see how that all comes out tonight. My girlfriend told me that it's pretty fantastic, which, knowing the way that what she meant by that, it was about as bad as you can get. So,
well, thanks for watching, everyone. We had more than 500 people in here, which is more than the Niners get for their press conferences. So people are interested in film, and I like that. That's a high level of fan here in Niner land. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. See you. Go watch Jack.